Hey everyone, my name is Kevin Hanlon. I go by Skyburial on Nugget Bridge and Twitter, and you're watching my channel. Today I'm going to be starting up a new series called Tiny Heroes, where I talk about underrated and overpowered Pokemon. And the focus of today's episode is going to be a Follow Me Wartortle with an Eviolite. Currently it's not legal in VGC 2016, and that's because it doesn't pass the Blue Pentagon check. It was technically only distributed in 2012 during Generation 5 and only in Japan, so you'll notice that the original trainer on this Wartortle has a Japanese name. Yeah, it's a really interesting Pokemon to use, and with the Eviolite and with the way that I've set everything up, it takes just a surprising number of hits, so I built a team around the hits that it's able to take. And without further ado, I'm just going to jump on the ladder so that we can start looking for battles. I'm getting a head start on this because it sometimes takes a while to find a battle on the free ladder. The reason being that, you know, most people at this time of day want to be getting their ranking up in ranked battles, and something else to keep in mind is that there's no like standard quality set on teams or anything like that, because there's no ranking involved and no rule set established. So we might be going up against like a Groudon or something like that. I have no idea. This guy likes OU, so it might be like an OU-ish looking team. Okay, cool. So we've got two potential Megas in Gardevoir and Charizard. This team looks pretty well matched to mine. I think I'm going to go ahead and go with Salamence Wartortle. It's my favorite lead. He doesn't have any Intimidators, but he does have a few things that are weak to Bisharp, so that makes it kind of attractive to bring. Let's see. Let's think about this for a second. Heatran is looking fantastic. And Sylveon is not, because he's got so many things that are good against it. Those things being his, I want to call that a Seismitoad, but it's a Toxicroak, and his Scizor, and then his Charizard's going to resist it unless it's his Ardax. So, let's think here. Thundurus looks pretty good, actually, because a lot of his team seems pretty fast and frail. So I like that. And I think I will go with Heatran. And I kinda, yeah, I'm into that. Are there drawbacks to this? We're gonna go for it. Alright, cool. So hopefully he leads with Charizard, seeing like our Wartortle in the upper left-hand corner. Playing a little bit of mind games there. I didn't check to see if he had items on all his Pokemon, so we might be going up against just like a regular Charizard. But I'm gonna give this guy the benefit of the doubt and say that he's probably pretty okay at what he does, because he plays OU a lot. So, this first turn is going to be pretty standard. He might go for a Dazzling Gleam on this Magius because it learns that, and so because of that, I think I will double edge the Miss Magius and go for a Follow Me on Wartortle. Let's see. Lost my headphones for a second there. I'm assuming untangling these here. Cool. So he goes for an Ice Beam on Greninja, and Wartortle's gonna take that like a champ, because he is a champ. And, oh! We see a Nasty Plot coming in from his Magius, so that's okay. Maybe this double edge will take it out. Oh, and it does. So sorry, Miss Magius. So sorry. So mean. So yeah, there you're already seeing the benefit of using Wartortle. There's not much that's in the Blue Pentagon rules. In other words, things that have been distributed in 2015 or 2014 through 2016 that resist Ice Beam and have redirection. So and are, you know, like legal. Like I don't even think you can get a Follow Me Jirachi from that period of time. So it's like a rare quality, and it's really good because there's so many things that are 4 times weak to ice. So we've got Toxicroak out here. I think what I want to do is go for a Hyper Voice, because unless he's got a Scarf, I'm the fastest thing on the field, and I think I will just Follow Me again. So yeah, if you're running a Wartortle with Eviolite, Follow Me is going to be what you go for the most. Sometimes it's the only thing I use. So I'm not sure why he went for this Swords Dance. He might try to Sucker Punch my Salamence, in which case we'll get him again. And also Map Luck only works on turn 1. So I don't know if you're watching this right now, Mr. Friend Guy, but if you are, then now you know that Map Luck only works on turn 1. So we're gonna go for another Hyper Voice, and yeah, he Sucker Punches again. Or not again, but he Sucker Punches, so we get to get a double kill this turn. Now you guys see why this is my favorite lead, why I think that these guys are made for each other. They were set, you know, they were created 3 years apart. And if there ever comes a format that loosens up on generation restrictions, then I think that Wartortle Salamence is going to be an amazing combination. I mean, look at how much these two have taken. You know, the combination of Salamence's speed and Wartortle's just severe bulk is not to be underestimated. And right now, I outspeed this Charizard in all circumstances. I think what I will do is I will Draco Meteor it in case that it is a Charizard X. And I'm gonna go for a Follow Me again. And it is a Charizard X, so it's gonna die this turn, unless Draco misses. So the Follow Me is kind of pointless. He might go for like a Dragon Dance. Once again, we're just gonna keep doing this. It's an amazing combination. So Salamence also outspeeds anything that can Hyper Voice it to death. So yeah, beautiful battle there. Perfect demonstration. Couldn't have asked for more. I think we'll try to get one more in because it's only been 8 minutes, so maybe we'll get lucky. If not, then you know, we'll cut the battle off early, and this will be an early salutation. But we're gonna go ahead and hop back on the ladder right now. And yeah, see how this goes. Maybe we get to show other things that Wartortle does other than redirect Ice Beams off of Salamence and Sucker Punches and whatnot. So, oh, we get matched up against another trainer. That's fantastic. Let's see what he's got. Pretty underpowered team here. I don't see much muscle here. I do see that it's got a Trick Room option in Mr. Mime, being a Fairy Psychic type. So part of me wants to bring Sylveon. There's also nothing on this team that resists Sylveon, and there's nothing on this team that knows Wide Guard to prevent us from going for a Hyper Voice. Something else to note is that other than Sandslash, this team is very slow. Let's see here. However, Wartortle Salamence is a go-to lead, and I think I want to do it. He might Dazzling Gleam with Mr. Mime, but it's not going to be very powerful unless he specs. And most Mr. Mimes are running Prankster, so that they can get screens up. You know what? Actually, because of that, I think what I'm going to do is lead Thundurus and Sylveon, and we'll put Salamence and Wartortle in the back. We really only bring Bisharp for stuff like Landorus Therian, things that will intimidate it so it gets a Defiant boost, and also opposing Sylveon. Yeah, he's got 2 ground types and 2 water types, so he's got like a lot of things that can hit Heatran, and I don't want to have to try to stave off multiple earthquakes. So this lineup is looking better by the minute, and we're gonna go for it. I don't know how much of a testament this is gonna make to Wartortle's ability, just because I don't know. I don't like underestimating opponents, but this is a very, very underpowered team with not much muscle. You can go for like a Shell Smash on Cloyster, but I'm not too worried about anything that he brings. Alright, so he leads with... Alright, so he might try some kind of like Ion Deluge silliness. So we'll go ahead and go for a Swagger on that and Hyper Voice. I think both of these things might actually underspeed Sylveon, in which case that would be hilarious. But, yeah, maybe he'll try to, like, soak me and then hit me with like, a discharge or something. Nonetheless, I don't like shenanigans. I don't like teams that use shenanigans. I don't like strategies that take 3 to 4 turns to execute. I think they're very bad. If you're someone who does that, then that's fine. But I don't think that it's good for doubles in general. And as we predicted, Sylveon is faster than both of these things. So I think what I will do is I will go for a Hidden Power Ice on this Stunfisk, and I'll go ahead and Hyper Voice again. Oh, okay, so he forfeits. And this is what I'm saying, like, he probably tried to soak something and kill it. Do what you want, guys. It's the free ladder, I guess. But like, you're not gonna be winning very many battles. Let's go for one more. Why not? I think we've got time. I remember this one time this guy tried to use a soak strategy in like late VGC 2015 on me, and I switched in my Gastrodon and redirected the soak that he had been like using on his Shedinja, because he wanted to use like that water type Shedinja strat, and yeah, so I redirected his soak and took out his Shedinja with something. I think it was like Confusion or something like that, because I love Swagger. And yeah, he forfeited against me on turn 2 as well. And that's the thing, like, if your entire strategy can be broken up with in one turn, then it's a gimmick. Like, it's not a good strategy, and it's something that I had to learn going into doubles. Alright, so we've got another... Hey, this looks like a pretty neat Trick Room team, actually. I'm pretty excited to battle this. Wartortle is very, very slow, so it's great against a team like this. It can actually underspeed this this Camerupt, if memory serves me right. So, and that Executor is weak to everything, and the Hitmontop is not going to like taking hits from Salamence. So, the one thing that's a problem is that if I intimidate this Malamar, then I can give it a contrary boost. Let's see here. What do I want to do? I kind of want to lead with Bisharp and Sylveon, with Wartortle and Salamence in the back. That sounds okay. I don't have any fighting type moves on this team to hit that Scizor, so I'm going to be mostly relying on, because with its typical spread and everything, it's going to be really good at taking special hits. So because of that, I'm going to be relying on Salamence and Bisharp to take it out. Yeah, this is looking pretty okay. I'm going to go ahead and go for it. Yeah, feeling great about this. Man, I miss things other than VGC 2016. It's already a very stale meta. yeah, so let's see what he leads with. Alright, so we see Malamar and Snorlax, so I think what we'll go ahead and do in turn 1 is go for a Hyper Voice and probably knock off the Snorlax. That way we get rid of any leftovers that it's got, and we can hit pretty much anything on this team for very, very big damage with Hyper Voice. So, yeah, we're gonna do that, for sure. Let's see, I need to get a little bit more music queued up for you guys. Let's see. Okay, so we get this knockoff off against Snorlax. It does a decent chunk of damage, takes the Salt Vest off, that's really, really good. And we lose our Bisharp, which is fine. And, this Hyper Voice is probably going to take out the Malamar unless it's Focus Sash. So, let's see. I used a Malamar in the... Oh man, that's beautiful. I love that. I love that a lot. Okay, and we see a return coin from Snorlax, and it doesn't do much. Snorlax doesn't hit very hard. So now we're in a really great position because he's lost one of his best Trick Room setters. So yeah, hopefully he brings in Cresselia. He might be a little salty and disconnect. I don't know. We'll see. Let's get some music. Fish. Okay, cool. So we're looking pretty okay now. Alright, so here comes our Salamence. And yeah, just as we thought, it's a Cresselia. I think what I will do here is... Gosh, he can't do much against... I think I'll switch in my Wartortle and go for another Hyper Voice. This Sylveon is effectively this team's Trick Room mode. I try to set up a balance of slow Pokemon and fast Pokemon, or like things that will function well in Trick Room on any team that I make. And we get to Psycho Intimidate, which is really good. Now if this if this Snorlax tries to go, okay, cool. So we're looking great. Oh, fantastic. Even better. So next turn, as I said, I'm fairly confident that my Wartortle underspeeds this Camerupt. And we're going to be looking really, really sharp. Because we can just scald the Camerupt. And I think we're going to do just that. I anticipate the Camerupt is going to be the Mega, so we'll just go ahead and go for a Scald on the Camerupt and a Hyper Voice again. As you can see, Sylveon is still just as strong as it was yesterday, and yeah, that Choice Specs Hyper Voice, I mean, it's one of my favorite things in the entire game right now. It's so strong. Even in VGC 2016, where Sylveon's kind of underpowered, it's been making a comeback on certain teams that have like a Velta and Groudon on them, just because that fairy type coverage ends up being really valuable in the mirror match. If Camerupt protects here, oh, that's interesting. He yawned me. We're gonna get this Hyper Voice off, looking really good. And we're gonna go to sleep next turn, but that doesn't matter because it's not next turn yet. It's this turn right now. Oh, okay. He's gonna take my Pixelate, and that's cool. We still have. Oh, he might rest his. He might rest his Snorlax. This guy still might come back. let's see. And Wartortle's gonna go to sleep. Oh, no, not yet. He'll go to sleep at the end of this turn. So I think because of that, I'm just gonna go ahead and go for a Scald on the Snorlax, and yeah, there's no reason not to Hyper Voice, really. He can like rest, but then he's killing his own Trick Room turns, and then you can switch out and come back in with Sylveon and get our Pixelate back. So, yeah, feeling pretty good about that. Let's see, how are we doing on time? Oh, we're doing super hot on time. Okay, cool. Alright, so he crunches our Wartortle, and we get a Hyper Voice off. And probably just Scald this Cresselia for the win. So cool, yeah. I think we got to see a couple of the utilities of Wartortle there, being that it's very, very slow, being not fully evolved. And so that makes it useful in Trick Room. It can follow me some great things off of its teammates, and I mean, oftentimes that follow me alone is what gets you the game. And so yeah, I really enjoyed making this video. Tiny Heroes is definitely going to be making a comeback. If this is your first time watching my channel, then please subscribe. Let me know what you guys think of Wartortle. I definitely love it to death. I've been having like a blast with it in between VGC practice, just because it's kind of like a slow part of the season for me, since I'm not going to be at Nationals or Worlds, and my next tournament isn't until October. So because of that, this has been really refreshing for me, and definitely kept me into Pokemon. And yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I definitely had a blast, and take care and stay tuned.